admit I got a gun. With the
Oh, say does.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sport. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
All right, check it out, Golden State. Opening lineup, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Pajemski after the basket by New Orleans. And here's Butler outside.
Such nice work from Butler off the deck.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
A veteran McCollum finishing with the flush.
Green, the pass to Curry. Green, a screen to the paint. Alvarado with a steal. Williamson looking around, and the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Got it.
Well, he's not just a perimeter threat. McCollum is also skilled at finding ways to score inside.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legend. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's foul number 2 for him. Heald's checked in for the Warriors.
Warriors substitution.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Williamson outside. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Off the inbound pass. Here's Misi. Green covering. The shot by Misi, no good. And here are the Warriors now. Trailing by 2. The shot by Butler, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just 5 games left on the year. Let's take a look at the current seedings in the West. You look at the Warriors, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note. And, of course, the Pelicans, they currently find themselves down in the bottom of the conference.
You know, for New Orleans, they're just about ready to put a cap on one of the most disappointing seasons this franchise has seen.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Williamson, and a nice finish on the layup.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Now here's Curry. 23 points for him last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
New Orleans leading by 7. And it's Williamson penetrating. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williams.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Butler. Pass to Curry. Back to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Now here's Williamson. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Brown, he's checked in for Olynyk. Williamson outside. 5 to shoot. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Right side Curry. Butler up top. Over Williamson. Butler finds Green. That one goes. Count it.
What a nice read by Green. He's got a basketball IQ off the charts, an incredible understanding of the game.
Healed against McCollum. Sinks the trade. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now here's Curry. Alvarado defending. Curry drives in. And it's hammered home by Green.
There's so many wrinkles to Green's game that sometimes you forget about his athletic finishing ability.
The Pelicans lead by 9. Brown looking around. McCollum on the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Bruce Brown.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Green with a screen on Olynyk. Here's Butler. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 6.
Yeah, and we've seen Butler go to that pull-up so many times in his career. It's his bread and butter.
A nice shot by Hawkins.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Kuminga, the pass to Green. Butler against Olynyk. Pass to Moody. Outside heel. And stolen by Brown. Now the Pelicans in transition. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Here's Hawkins. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And their goal on the offensive end is simple. Pound it inside.
And New Orleans making a change here. Hayden's checked in.
The commitment and the effort is all there with Jordan Hawkins. He seems very intent on continuing to up his game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Payton. Pass to Olynyk. Fader on the way. And rebound by Post.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now Curry. Here's Post. Healed for three. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hits the three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Clock at 6. Ooh, poked away. Payton with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless, Curry continues to add to his resume.
Payton with a steal. To the middle. With the floater. Back to Curry. Olynyk against Kuminga. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Reeves is checked in for New Orleans. Taking a look now at the 2K leaderboard. Here are the squads that have been everywhere on defense and piling up the steals since the All-Star break. In third, the Warriors.
As the season goes on, their defenders have only gotten more confidence, eagerly attacking the ball handlers and being as disruptive as possible. Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate.
Oh, Kuminga! Popped for days.
Curry is so skilled operating the two-man game. He always seems to make the right decision.
Three-pointer. Hawkins can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 3. And Kuminga throws it down.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Hawkins knocks down the long J. Hawkins has got 9.
This is a go-to shot for Hawkins because he knows how dangerous he can be from downtown.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Reeves. Takes the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Reeves against Hield. Unloads. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Oh, stolen by Payton. Down low. Curry passes to Payton. And the shot goes. Now just a 1-point New Orleans lead.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the left wing. Outside, Brown. And Stan, they always say, for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Post shot, no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Reeves against Curry to the inside. Here's Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
Big slam by the big man, Olynyk. You know his teammates have to be loving that.
So both teams changing it up here. Warriors trail by 3.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Podziemski, and stolen by Alvarado. And the foul called on Brandon Podziemski. That's his 3rd foul so far.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Golden State on D. Here's Alvarado.
I mean, look, among the all-time great defenders in league history, Green affected that shot.
Butler, he's too much close to the rim.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Alvarado, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Alvarado.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Off target at the rim. Here's Podziemski. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Pass to Olynyk. The 3. And again, New Orleans, no good. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Outside Podziemski. And here's Curry. 4-3. Curry splashes it in.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Butler on the wing. Butler double team. Outside Moody. 6 to shoot. Pass to Butler. On the wing, Green. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Green's got 8 points.
And Green's teammates encourage him to take the mid-range J because it keeps the defense on their toes.
And Green comes to help. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's see who's been the best at the free throw line in the second half of the season. Third is Moses Moody. And, of course, Stephen Curry.
They've been 2 of the NBA's best foul shooters since the break. So calm at the line.
Williamson against Butler. Green, a screen. The shot by Butler, no good. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Outside Olynyk. Pass to Messi to the middle. Here's McCollum. And the shot goes in. 11 points in the game.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The 15-footer. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 15 in the second. Here's Curry. And Curry gets his.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Moody on the wing. All alone. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Fourth team foul.
The free throw drops for McCollum.
CJ McCollum.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Moody from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Hey everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. You guys finding any interesting matchups here?
Shaq's most interesting matchup, main dishes and side pieces. So what's the best combo, Deez?
2 words, mac and cheese. It's a perfect food.
Hey, it's melty, it's cheesy, you can mix in a protein, you can go gourmet. You know what? You guys are like the mac and cheese of this broadcast, a perfect pairing. And now let's talk about those Pelicans. This game has been extremely competitive.
They've been too sloppy with the ball. Coaching staff cannot be happy with all the turnovers.
Tough to win when you can't hold on to the ball. Of course, it might help if they had the hands the size of Shaq.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 3. Alvarado, pass to McCollum. Now Williamson. Out to McCollum. Fires the 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. McCollum's got 15 points.
Well, and they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum. He is on a heater.
Jimmy buckets, locked in.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
New Orleans has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Fields checked in for Pajemski. Now here's Alvarado, tightly guarded. McCollum outside. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. For 3, McCollum.
Good to see Hield upping his defensive intensity there, making an impact with his high energy.
Outside Curry. Outside for Green. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Alvarado. Goes back up. The shot by Misi, no good.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Yeah, the handles on Curry are insane. There's nothing he can't do with the ball in his hands.
Alvarado, the pass to Williamson. Basket counts. 9 points in the game.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's McCollum. The putback. The shot no good. Golden State has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. Which defenses have been locked down since the All-Star break? Well, here they are. In the third spot, the Warriors.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
For New Orleans, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Alvarado. The kick to Olynyk. Now here's Williamson. Moody defends. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Well, getting in Zion's way is really a recipe for contact. You know he won't hold back.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Up top, Pajemski. Alvarado defending. And there's the lob. Very pretty alley-oop.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Alvarado, the pass to McCollum for the lead. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 9 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to McCollum. Inside. Here's Misi. McCollum, a pass to Williamson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Williamson's got 11 points.
The jump shot is a work in progress for Williamson, but he's willing to put in the work.
Green with a screen on Olynyk. Butler going in strong, and it's Butler with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Williamson with it, now guarded by Moody. Outside Olynyk. Pass to Alvarado. McCollum right side. Misi, good work there as it goes. He's got 10.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The grab, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You saw an amazing performance. Give it up for your Pelicans Breakers.
Golden State on D. The lead is 2. Outside, Brown. They set the screen. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Hield from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Yet no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. McCollum's got 20 points.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Here's Spencer. McCollum defends. Pass to Hield. And he's off from 17. New Orleans has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Robinson Earl. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Hawkins putting his passing on display, moves the ball to an open man.
And it's Hield, that time on the assist from Butler. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Brown. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. And there's the screen. Here's Butler. And there's another one for the Warriors.
That's just a solid play. One of Butler's favorites.
Here's McCollum on the take. And McCollum slams it in. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Here's Butler. The Pelicans pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. 3 on 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Yeah, Butler's getting whatever he wants right now. He knows how to dissect the defense as well as anyone.
Here's Hawkins over Hield. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the game's still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, what a a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Heel to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga, and it's Post in at the 5. The Warriors leading. Here's the pick. Payton attacking. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Payton's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. To the paint. Here's Post. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way in.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Brown against Payton, just 5 to shoot. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And there's a pick. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
That one falls.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Podziemski with it. Pass to Kuminga. There's the 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
With the teardrop. Payton, no good. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Kuminga. They set the pick. Pass to Payton. Pelicans cleared away. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Here's Hawkins. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Podziemski, guarded by Payton. Right side, Kuminga. Puts one up from 19. Payton, no good. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Payton. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Allie, thank you. To the inside. Here's Misi. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Pass to Curry. Launches it. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
That's tipped. Oh, stolen by Payton. And here's Jackson Davis. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to McCollum. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. McCollum's got 25 points.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Here's Curry. Got a piece of it. Now here's Williamson. Alvarado outside. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Showing great vision that time. Zion delivers the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Pass to Curry. This one for three. Misi grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Brown drives in. Deflected! Outside Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Outside Pajemski, and it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Olynyk checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the court.
Knocked loose. McCollum with it. Green picks him up. And he lobs it up. Oh, Zion! Up high to finish the lob.
Those are some key points there from Zion Williams.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Outside Pajemski. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Here's Misi. McCollum outside to take the lead. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very loud.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, and one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Back to Curry to win the cold spell. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 22 points.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
He gets the first, and that ties this game up. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
New Orleans has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Pajemski, pass to Green. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's in.
And you can trust Curry in these moments. The pressure doesn't affect his shooting ability, and he knows how to deliver.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Olynyk. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Shot from the inbound. And he sinks it.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy, a hard-fought win. Talk about the mentality of this team.
Never giving up on any play, man, and playing through the end. That's who we are, man. I take this one. I like this win.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.